All right, hey everybody. I hope your day is going well.
I see that Robert, he has commented a few times saying, what can we expect now? And the good news is we kind of have good news for the most part. We're looking at a lot of sunshine today.
Yeah, a lot of blue sky and a lot of quieter weather. Our dog is currently whining in the background. You may hear he wants to be outside in the nicer weather himself. So you'll notice the traffic cams are located right below us. They're showing a lot of quiet conditions on the roadways. Nice to have some blue sky out there. And you see Northwest San Antonio, the San Antonio Airport, Calaveras Lake, all showing clear skies. And man, look how cool it is.
And Nicholas says, why is it winter again? Question mark. He said it felt like that first fall cold front outside. We had that cold front move through overnight, and that really helped drop temperatures back into the 40s. Some of the hill country communities saw lows in the upper 30s this morning. So it was definitely cool out there, and it is feeling much cooler today. In fact, Northwest San Antonio is still at 50 degrees. We're going to see lots of sunshine today, and we're not going to be under that wind advisory like we were yesterday, but it is still going to stay on the breezy side with gusts up to 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, and those winds just will be steady kind of at about 10 to 15 even. So, I mean, pretty breezy conditions as we head throughout our day. I've been watching the wind kind of shake the leaves outside our window here in Northwest San Antonio all throughout the day.
Yeah, so we have a lot to get to as far as temperatures outside your window right now. Again, a lot of us in the low and mid 50s. We woke up to temperatures in the 40s, but believe it or not, we didn't wake up to record temperatures. I believe our record low is right around 35 degrees in San Antonio. So even though it was unseasonably cool, we did not hit any record lows this morning. Because of recent rain, mold is still heavy, almost at 3,000 on today's allergy report. Oak heavy as well. I know mold gets me pretty bad with allergies, but I know oak gets you.
Yeah, oak gets me really bad. I've actually been having to take a lot of allergy medicine just because of the oak has been so bad.
Yeah.
Especially when it was spiking at like 30,000 here just about a month ago. So.
And then you had that wind kind of kick up the pollen too. So the wind really didn't help all that much.
Yes.
So let's look at what we're looking at regionally. Just lots of sunshine in place. We have an area of high pressure moving in over Texas. So high pressure will be in control of our weather over the next few days. Here across our viewing area, we're not looking at any rain on radar, but things got a little nasty over parts of the southeast last night. So we had a few noisy storms. And speaking of,
sorry guys, give us 1 second. You can continue, Megan. I'm gonna get Ollie.
Yeah, so again, we're not looking at any rain on our radar, but still looking at some storms over parts of the southeast. So look at all these storm reports that the southeast saw last night. This is actually the last 24 hours, and these are looking at reports of hail, wind gust damage, also multiple hail reports, damage reports, and so the National Weather Service over parts of the southeast will be pretty busy over the next few days, kind of surveying damage. And parts of the southeast, they were even under that level for moderate risk yesterday. So hopefully if you have any family or friends over the southeast, that they're okay and they didn't see any damage yesterday. So this is kind of looking at the last 36 hours. We just had that long line of showers and storms move through. This is actually what we saw Saturday evening. So a lot of that pushed east, and now it's along the eastern seaboard. Andrew, anything you want to add with that?
Yeah, it was a lot of storms, and I didn't hear you just a moment ago, but the storms were pretty serious. The tornadoes that we had move through South Mississippi were really significant, and you hate that it happened, especially even on Easter Sunday. All those tornadoes that moved through. Now, we had actually a tornado move through just on the outside of our viewing area. That was going to be, that's going to be in northeast Gillespie County, and then also into northern portions of Blanco County, just north of Round Mountain. It actually hit, I think it's called the Hofbro RV Park. No reports of any deaths. There were a few minor injuries, but thankfully no deaths. So we're going to continue to get updates from the National Weather Service. They're still working on trying to find out how strong that storm was or how strong the tornadoes were. As soon as they have an update about that, we'll of course send that y'all's way. So let's continue through the timeline here. You know, that storm is way on off to the northeast now. You notice the storm's just off the coast. They had actually severe weather reports, not just from Texas, but through Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and even the Carolinas. That was a huge storm system. And I'm happy now to say that much quieter weather has settled in. So let's take a look at some of the storm reports that we had right here in South Texas. We did have a lot of hail reports. Remember, Sunday at about 8:30, we had about 4-inch hail move through parts of the region. There's about 3 inches there in Del Rio, Val Verde County. See Brackettville and Kinney County, 4-inch size hail, huge hail moved through the region with those storms. And then recently, you know, this is something that is going to be a little unique. The National Weather Service isn't going out to survey. They're actually just taking photos to get an idea of what happened. And with that, Real County has had a few reports. We've had reports of trees reported being knocked down and kind of broken in half over there near Leakey. And we've also had reports of some damage to sheds out near Devil's Sinkhole there in Real County. So a lot of reports of severe thunderstorm wind damage, not so much on the tornado side. Again, those tornado reports were coming out of northeast portions of Gillespie County and into northern portions of Blanco County. Now, our system is still saying that in northeast Gillespie County, it was a severe thunderstorm wind. National Weather Service has actually updated that to be tornado damage. So that's important to know. Even though our system is still saying thunderstorm wind damage, that has actually been upgraded to tornado damage there in northeast Gillespie County. So I want to get us down to what we're actually dealing with for today. So you see all those storm reports. Again, it was a really serious system that moved through. So for today, we're going to have wind speeds anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour, sometimes a little bit breezier, may even have gusts up to 25. That's going to continue this afternoon, really, and then we'll see things start to calm down as we head into the latter part of the afternoon, I'm thinking, and into this evening. That one weather model, I think, keeping the wind speeds a little too low. Notice we still got 40s. Guys, this after 11 a.m., check it out. It is cool out there. Temperatures in the 40s to 50s across the region, 60s, mid-60s there in George West and Beeville. So a few spots in the 60s, but a majority of us really cold. And these temperatures are trending more than 20 degrees below what we were at yesterday at this time. So this 24-hour temperature change is significant. What do y'all think about it? Do y'all like the cooler weather, or do you wish it was warmer again like what we had yesterday whenever we had all that sunshine? I'm liking the warmer weather myself. I know meteorologist Meagan Massey, she likes the cooler weather a little bit more though. As far as the state of Texas is concerned, you know, we're not the only ones dealing with cold weather. Here we are, mid-April. It is 28 degrees in Amarillo right now. Past 11 a.m., it is 28 degrees. 38 in Lubbock, 44 in Midland, and you see it does get a little bit warmer for our friends down towards Brownsville. But man, is it cold out there for parts of the Lone Star State. Juliet says she's hoping tomorrow it's clear at night. Juliet, the answer is that we're expecting it to be, but we may have a little bit of fog try to start to make a little return for the morning. We have had a weather model or two try to pick up on that. Right now, though, it's really dry. Dew points way down. We're talking down in the 30s and 40s. Remember, that is considered very dry conditions. Whenever we have more dew points in the 70s, that's when it's really humid. But humidity, not an issue for today. Temperatures are expected to rise into the mid to upper 60s. Lots of sunshine. And I hope y'all can get out and enjoy it. Just remember, continue to practice that social distancing if you are going to be outside for today. So running through the timeline here over the next about 48 hours, temperatures again do warm up pretty nicely this afternoon. By tomorrow morning, this one weather model trying to pick up on, you see that little light rain, I think that actually is fog. Sometimes the weather models get a little confused on what and what is rain. I don't think we're going to really have rain in the morning. But we could see a little bit of fog and maybe some light cloud cover. That is expected to kind of break up as we head throughout the day. And we'll have a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon on Tuesday. About 5 p.m., not looking too bad. Temperatures rising into the 60s and 70s again. So we start off in the 40s and 50s. We only rise to the 60s and 70s for Tuesday. Another cool day. Moving through the timeline, by Wednesday morning, you see 40s again. Guys, we're not going to be shaking this cooler weather for a bit. Looks like this cooler weather is just going to be kind of sticking around for a while. So just be ready for some cooler mornings here. You may need a jacket if you're going to be out for maybe a run, just because that cooler weather is just kind of stuck in place right now here for South Texas. So I want to continue through here. The amount of rain we see over the next 7 days really isn't that significant. We're only expecting about 1/4 inch of rain or less. So some drier conditions compared to what we had this past week. We had a lot more rain this past week. So it's nice to have a little bit of a dry up because we have had plenty of rain more recently. The drought monitor does show that we still have severe to extreme drought across parts of the region. Not everybody. You've seen a lot of improvement in the drought compared to what we had just about a couple weeks ago. That's because of all the heavy rain we've had. Here in San Antonio, we're actually above average for this year. Notice that we're trending about more than 1/2 inch above average so far for the year. And we're way ahead for April because early April, we had about 2 inches of rainfall just in one day. I think that was not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. We had a lot of heavy rain move through the region. So running through the 7-day forecast again, lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s to 70s really for the next 3 days. And then as we head into Thursday and Friday, going to see a little bit of return of some more southerly winds. And that's going to cause our temperatures to warm up. Temperatures into the 70s there for highs both days. And you see there a slight chance for rain returning by Friday. Get a little bit of a bump in the rain chances by Saturday and Sunday, but you notice it's not too significant. Just about a 40 to 50% chance for rain there by the weekend. We'll see if those rain chances bump up as we get closer to the event. Right now, there's still a little bit of uncertainty when you look that far out. Over the next 8 to 14 days, so beyond the 7-day forecast, guys, I love looking beyond just to give you an idea of what could be going on. Could be having above average rainfall possible, just slightly above average. And then we could also have slightly above average temperatures. So talking about upper 70s, lower 80s, maybe even mid 80s, as we're looking from day 8 through day 14 past that 7-day forecast. Then the flu index. I keep showing this because I think it's really interesting that we've had such improvement in the flu here over the last couple of weeks. Again, I think that's because of the social distancing that everyone's doing. Keep it up, guys. I want to make sure we can all get back to some more normalcy here over the next, hopefully, couple of months. The Lone Star 3-day forecast. If you do have to do some traveling or you just want to see what the weather's going to be like for some of your friends across the state, it's looking like it's going to be cooler here for the next few days, not just for us. Remember, we're having cooler weather, but everyone else is too. 40s in Amarillo for Tuesday. 60s return for them, though, by Wednesday and into Thursday. And then you see there for Lubbock, they're going to have some 40s too on Tuesday, but they'll get all the way up to the 70s again by the time they get to Thursday. So just kind of a quick look around the region, just in case you wanted to see it. We're probably about to head off here now, guys. I just wanted to get on here and give everyone a quick update on what we're seeing as far as the weather is concerned for today. Again, it is going to be cooler all day. We've still got spots out there that are sitting in the 40s and 50s. I'll actually bump it back here to our current temperatures graphic just because I think it's so interesting. Man, did we get a cool down or what? Now, meteorologist Meagan Massey mentioned that we're not having anything that's a record-breaking cold, but man, it sure is a lot cooler than what we had here last week with those 40s on the board still. Even almost at 11:30, we still have 40s on the board. So, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night, or rest of the day, excuse me. Juliet says she needs a clear sky for the alignment of Moon, Saturn, and Jupiter and Mars for tomorrow evening. The answer is, Juliet, I think we're going to have maybe a couple clouds here and there, but we're not expecting even a partly cloudy to mostly cloudy sky. I think it's going to be mostly clear. So I think you should be in good shape, Juliet. You should have a nice alignment there, and you should be able to see it nicely. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and head off. enjoy the sunshine today. Try to get out a bit if you're able to. And again, if you do get out, practice that social distancing. We want to make sure we can get back to some normalcy here sooner than later. We're going to have the complete update, of course, on the forecast again. New weather model data should be coming in here by the time we get to the noon hour. And Stacia Wilson will be in-house giving an update on the forecast. That's on KENS 5 at noon, the CBS affiliate here in San Antonio. There's also going to be, of course, the latest stories that are going around the South Texas area. We have reporters all out gathering information for today while also practicing their social distancing. And then from 4, 5, 6, and 10, that'll be all of our newscasts. By the way, meteorologist Meagan Massey and I are going to be talking about weather from space here at about 1 o'clock. That's going to be our weather classroom segment today. We're still doing the weather classroom. We want to make sure everyone can continue their learning here as the kids are away from school, not necessarily away from the schoolwork. I know schoolwork's still going on, but as long as they're out of the building, we want to make sure education continues. We're going to be teaching about satellites today, kind of more on satellites and how they help meteorologists gather information and find out more things about what could be going on in the atmosphere. I'm doing Tropical Tuesday with Meagan Massey again tomorrow. We're going to talk more about impacts from tropical systems and how you don't necessarily have to be near a coast to have a big impact from a storm. So guys, I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Don't forget to tune into that weather classroom at 1. Don't forget to tune into the newscast at noon. And also, don't forget to follow us on all of our social media channels. We're live on Twitter right now. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Subscribe, follow, like, and then also make sure you download that KENS 5 app because we're live on the app and we're also live on the website right now. We're everywhere. So I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Get out and enjoy it. You may need a light jacket because, again, that breeze especially could make it feel even cooler. And it's going to be cool here all the way through Wednesday morning. But then warmer weather returns by the time we head into the latter part of the week. Have a great one, guys.